Hello, and welcome to Scuff Attorney. Let's see how this goes. I'm being brave. I'm using my phone again. Anyway. You've disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. Pale moon in the sky, something, something. The moon. No, it is you who should gaze up to the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. I love this song. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa. The warrior's sword gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Ah, this song is so good. Well, let's see if we can get through this case before raid, shall we? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop waving the broom around! Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that real show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk like me I'm a grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Canon ages, everyone. Now watch it with me. It's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked the grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Rams. Well, the Steel Samurai is over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Kohler offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Hold on. Do need to be able to do some form of monitoring for how my stream is doing today. Yeah, that'll do. That'll work. Very good. It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Like a day later. In his bedroom. Hello? This is Phoenix? Nick! What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy in that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick. Please, Nick. You see, I watch television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. What? The victim was Jack Hammer. It's a stupid name. Who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found, stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon, and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai's over. The world is over. Yes, Wright and Cola officers? What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. Ah! How wow! Hello, Nish. Thank you for the Prime. And hello, Cat. Welcome to murder. Yeah. Objection! Not yet. There's an investigation segment first, Nish. You know how these games work. You've played them. Bitch! Pointing fingers at everyone is. Boop. Let's go, Nick. Go? Where? Left the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. I love her. She's the best character. She's also small. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just say that like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? Her money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. So funny. Iggy, how are you doing, Yesh and Kat? How is people? How are you? What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Your defense attorney, Maya. Whoa, what are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting out of the great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with the mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick? What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. That was fast. That was a quick 180. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. Seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. Went through a few action sequences at 10 in the morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewered with a samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain just what the steel samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Maya, please. Maya, please be nice to him. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright. Really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you the day of the murder? Where were you? Whatever. He's just a small dude. He's a big dude. He's a very big dude. Ah, my voice is all over the place today. Hello. Yes. Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So you were sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action, hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw your map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 for your photographs. What's this guy? This guy monitors the visitors room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. I love how they always have a different line for the police person that's clearly part of the static background for why he is standing still. So good. This song makes me smile every time. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? What voice do I use for this central, pivotal character of this case? Do I have an old crone voice in my repertoire? So it has to be kind of old. It may be a bit... No, that's There has to be some Karen in there. It's the difficult part. Hey! You there! No, that's not right. Hey! No, that's too cute. I don't want to go into pain. I don't want to go to... I hate this. Hey! You there! You want in? You gotta go through me. Nah. I need to revise this voice later. Sorry. We noise. Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. No, this isn't it. I hate this. This is the worst. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. That's more like it. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. That's okay, I don't. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Use today. Something horrible, wasting your time doing a job to be doing. Lawyers don't work, the rest may be serious. Yes. So anyway. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youth today. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, you make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too. He was Hammer, the victim, dummy, the evil magistrate. That's too much. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was a big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. Oh, how do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? If only I knew. If you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He does look good. He was a simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But that was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. How wow! Welcome back. Thanks again for the plan. I'm still zeroing in on the voice I want for her, but I think I've got her personality figured out enough. But yeah, old bag. Fucking. What's more? I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. And I need to keep putting in this fake theatrical, like, oh, woe is me, into her voice. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday. I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dress. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady who thinks she owns this place, obviously. Fucking hell. Alright. Hello. How's the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? What if he liked peanuts? Then they'd have to pay him a lot of peanuts. No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. I love him. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? Oh, what? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's impossible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? It doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main entrance to the studio. Oh, the security lady. She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. He lost his mama? He's 23? What? What? Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. Take off that mask! She stuck up all the bigwigs at the studio. Sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see her stumble once, and she'll never let up on it. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write a letter formally requesting my representation? Oh, of course. Ta-da! I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Whee! Ma'am, I'll have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think you would entrust his fate to the youth of such unreliable appearance. That shirt with those shoes? No. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here to other studios. Don't go snooping around the other places. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal. By my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps on the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece! Thank you! Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Good.
I wonder who that was.
Yes.
I wonder.
Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective.
Hey, pal. You don't persecute Edgeworth all upset and it's your fault.
I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. Oh my god. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can't blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it to heart. There's always an X case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Phrasing, Flora. Phrasing.
Hey! What exactly are you two doing here?
Well, you're in this case too, pal.
Oh, hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that.
That's my endearing character trait. Yeah, he's the best. I'd say he's a character, alright? Oh, that's a good music. So, how's your investigation going, detective?
Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
I'm losing his voice, oh no. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with the questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report. Latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. After that time, there was no other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true. Anyone would think it was, that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady with what a charmer.
Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my bed, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
Heh. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What? What kind of evidence?
Well, that photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading toward the scene of the crime.
What? Who did that?
See the camera up there and the gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, here's evidence. We're finished.
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down.
Don't look so happy when you say that. Don't give me opportunities like this. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now a chance to now's your chance to check things out. I'm an attorney, by the way. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means? Bro! Maybe it should just be big L for lawyer. I'm not so sure about that. Big L? Yeah, let me just whip out my big L. The flavor text in this game is amazing. It's so good. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind? What kind of monkey has the nose like that? It's holding a sign in his hand. Right, so Studio 1 left, Studio 2 right. The other way around. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took the tray down with it too.
I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'd take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, are you in the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal.
I think my favorite line so far is, you can't just go calling people pal, that's my endearing character trait. Hey, there's a camera here.
That's the security camera. What the fuck where did my voice go? That's the security camera. I am Dick Gumshoe. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where.
There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. It must be the camera ID number. Ooh. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. The endearing character trait line is so good. Let's go in and check it out, Dink. Hey, it's locked. It looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty? Are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. Those things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with that camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I see go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one who was, what did it? I don't know who is. Ah.
Maybe it was you.
Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense?
Yeah, he was great as bearded samurai. That too, yes. He showed the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? When it snaps a photo, apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I'll just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Good for you. Boop.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Poggers? There's a sign by the dressing room door. Oh, Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. It sure is. The door to the dressing room is not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir.
What do you mean, find?
You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud.
Ah, Maya.
A window to the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Ah, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks, like something. Popcorn, at least.
Wait, look! Samurai soda. Nick, try this.
Ladies first. I love how she went like, hey, you should try this, and even no, Lamau, no.
You go first.
The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
Oh. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a steak and stomach just for steaks.
What?
Same though, same.
There's a half-finished backdrop for the stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Who does come up with these names, by the way? Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Do people cycle to get exercise? Well, not all of them. Oh my god. It's a vent. It's a drain, but it's a vent. A mogus. The grate it used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. A kid could fight through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to go pay the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Yes, you are. Yes, she is. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep the film equipment. Wow, Nick! You know a lot about this industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Howard's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one at least saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Window! It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open the window much. Guess it's kind of dusty outside. But you must Stoßlift! You have to! You have to Stoßlift! It's the law! There's some regular suits among the costumes here. This must be his own clothes. It must be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing them myself. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Not the Stoßlift. No! Always Stoßlift. It's the law. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky. That's just how I like it. Didn't you say you wanted to shave your head after the case because people kept calling you Pineapple and Porcupine Head? This guy is so inconsistent. This is the West. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. I must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Snacks? Oh wow. Yes. Hillary Corgi. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. It must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Nom! Oh. I wonder what else is inside Power's bag. Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. Move! Move! No, move! The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep! It opened. Alright, we're in! She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. He shows up like... You're trespassing, buddy. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate that did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me.
Wow, look at the camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought.
Hey you, no touching that! Oh, not the voice!
Hey you, no touching that!
I see. See, that's the problem, when you don't know who's shouting.
How? Everyone is here.
No, sorry, my partner is kind of, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who? Me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay?
No, Cory.
No. No. Not happening. He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Wow.
Squidward. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm not truly a fine girl. I'm sorry.
So much for getting information of Powers' alibi. $18.
Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant and staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday I was only rehearsal for action sequences. Oh, I see.
In the morning, we went through the action sequence in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else.
Fucking old bag in the background. Oh! Yeah.
The employee area. That's what Powers' dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place.
After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them that day after that.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so.
The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really?
But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady in the spot.
So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was at the studio?
Yes, I think. Nick, what about the security lady? Wow. How wow. The scram. What, you're still here? Oh, really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be. We have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me, tell me quick, you spiky-head cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in the Studio One.
Her! She's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you young'uns are like the nowadays running your mouths. Don't resist this one thing.
She left.
Well, Nick, this is a chance to do what we can without her looking over her shoulders.
Computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe.
Boop-boop.
Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick.
Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Ah, fuck me. Was this one, right? There, entered.
Hey, it printed.
Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Huh? Something's printed in the back.
Huh? October 15. Photo 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photos from data from the day.
Nope, that's the only one on the computer.
Hey Nick, can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Okay, what happened to the first photo?
I wonder.
Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah.
We put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy so soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for the day?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some kind of idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Imagine.
Ta-da!
By the way, how many save slots do I have? 10? 10.
Boop boop.
District Court. Courtroom number 4. It is time. Woo! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed the heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
Ah, I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors do the run-through of the action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate of the studio. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to the Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Son, should I listen to that whole thing again?
No.
I think you'd probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Ta-ding! Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. That question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand.
Oh no, it's time!
Will the witness declare her name? Ah, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. This gets me every time. So good. Your name, please? Seems Edgeworth has a bit of a trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. When I was a young Oldbag, I still believe it. I was a captain of the chess club in junior high school. Objection! She's literally telling him her life story. Oh my god. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. I love how the judge just went, yep. Perhaps we can get the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate of the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, sir, I was. Yes, sir, I was.
Hello, I'm Payne! The best prosecutor!
Fucking hell.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin with the testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers! That man right there, he was heading toward the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bad.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. What a bad idea.
Why is the music of these games so good?
I don't know. I have no idea. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I said it again. It was him.
No, you weren't.
He was wearing a costume.
Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, this is the Mr. Powers that you saw.
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this courtroom is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Powers, do you?
Oh, nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windback has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's see about your proof then. I never say anything. I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, it was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how he knew it was Powers. Happy? So he just sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Okay, so I obviously have the proof already. It's my attorney's badge. I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything used today. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. Nothing Edgeworth has a better match. Badge. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai. Even poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. What exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers spent his ankle. And I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with the duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. This is also why the early games are kind of bullshit sometimes, by the way. You need to press to update evidence. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've had enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where's the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? Your badge obsession. And it's clear that this the person the Steel Samurai sued was Mr. Will Powers. Badge aka Giant L. Yeah, it's always important for a judge to take an L. For an attorney to take an L wherever they go.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure, Your Honor? Objection!
Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. We also wonder if someone else as caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor.
Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw to the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, there would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. How do you know that?
Oh, didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about being a secret pal, he told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking?
Right. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention...
Are you sure?
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let them have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls. Oh well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Okay, that's kind of weird. I think the best thing I have is to present the card key we found. Because he can't get into the studio without it. But like... Ah. Yeah. Man. Do I have to present the guide map on the last statement? No.
Oh, is it this again? Because it's photo 2? Yes, it is this again because it's photo 2. Okay, got it. Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
It kinda does, it's very good. This photo... This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And I thought you didn't know you had from a hole in the ground.
An evidence for something you don't have, Pog! Yeah. I was like, so this is kind of the Phoenix Wright issue. It's like, okay, there clearly was someone else who went to the studio. How do I prove that again? Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer at the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that
Means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th.
Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for the photo on that day, for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1, if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Watch your mouth with the snapper. The person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. I'm sorry, Phoenix, but yeah, obviously the victim.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer thingies. Edgy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Orwell?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, some other than the steel samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Girl.
Girl.
Girl!
Bitch. Oh, this woman, I swear.
I mean, yeah, so it was explained that the camera switched on at 1 a.m. So if, technically, if the victim went there before the camera switched on, they wouldn't have gotten photographed. But I do know who else went there. I've, after all, beaten this game before. I'm just playing it again because A, I want to have VODs of all of them, and B, it's a good game. And I have forgotten half of the solutions, as evidenced by that earlier segment. But all the employees went there afterwards? Yeah, at like 5. By that point, the camera was probably turned off again. I see. Your testimony, please. Like, the camera isn't a security camera. It's, as much as it is, like... randomly taking photos of people at weird intervals. It's on the welcome art too. I think this is just for souvenir photos. So it turns on when visiting hours are open and it turns off later. You can visit movie studios. That is a thing you can do.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember that throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first time I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
I'm so sorry for Edgeworth. He had such a sure case, and it's just this old woman ruining it for him. How wow. It is money. There's so many people here today. Ah. The pressure. Ah. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. What? Cross-examination number 4 of one witness. Ah! Help! Everybody vibing with Snick. Yeah. How wow. I'm Snick. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They always hanging about one was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Considering cross-examination can't wait for the 5th case. The 5th case is so good. I can't wait for people who don't know this game or don't know this game in full to experience case 5. It's such a payoff. Holy shit. Like, it's also a good bit more difficult than the other cases. The first 4 cases are kind of just tutorial for the last one. And it's all coming together. Ooh, ah. I mean, it's the last case. If you quit after it, you'd have beaten the game. The grate has been loose for a while. At least outside it, well, that's where they come in. They come through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids, children, whippersnappers. The first game had a Case 6 tech demo? It did? But 5 was the Karma case, right? Am I remembering things wrong? I've definitely beaten this game. Because I was in the circus case in game 2 when my save state on my 3DS got wiped. As also I'm replaying this. I would like to have a save state of all of them beaten, actually. Kids? Yeah. So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day.
One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
No, yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible? I think it's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, it didn't pay you much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes it suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And not forgetting vital information this time.
I love how the judge is just upset at this point. It's so good.
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the steel samurai in that security photo? I know. I know who it was. And that's the evil part. If I remember this case correctly, it was none of the people we've seen so far. I think this case takes the full 3 days. I think it's the first one that takes 3 days. Oh, also, yeah, I know that there's 2 cases with Von Karma as the prosecutor. But I think that case 5 deserves the title The Karma Case. Because it is a case. It sure is something. It's something to look forward for. Also, I love him. Von Karma is such a character. And his daughter, I believe she was as well. Like, damn. Characters in video games are good.
How should I know? How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner in the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should have taken better care of that suit.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! Taris, would you chill? We're not in that game yet. You get to simp when we're there. What are we going to do? First we play for more time. We start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Yes, exactly.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
No bunk. The spray bottle is perfect, actually.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy, roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have might not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant of Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, beware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder?
The assistant?
The assistant. Steel Samurai costume was in this dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in this picture is really his assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury.
Powers and poor Hammer were to run through. Oh, and me.
What about the assistant?
Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Dang it.
The assistant knew nothing about the injury. She could not look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped.
Dang it.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as warned.
Nobody knows if the trouble I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Wright? This fight isn't over yet. I just accidentally almost double-pressed it. Now, I mean, I have to accuse the boy then. It was the grade school boy. Why isn't anyone saying anything?
Are you seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright?
Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with a Steel Samurai. Would you care to explain just how the boy would have obtained it from him?
Maybe that was a dumb move on my part.
Maybe. Maybe. How about absolutely, Nick?
Mr. Wright. I can only accuse her. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself, in other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into the Studio 1. The scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take a picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby.
That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and have some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion in this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just think, sit there, do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way.
Boop.
The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's action on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers likes a clear motive too. Indeed. I did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased.
He's only grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy's not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, is it because, is it, be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright.
I mean the photo again, right?
Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. The very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag, speechless.
This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings in the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor.
Something old bag? Oh my god.
Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Whee! We got an A! Wait a second! I'm not going just to do while you take a run of barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from a testimony?
Actually, you must know, there's something I was told to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom?
Edgeworth is like, that's my thing, what the fuck? I love it.
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify.
That's my endearing character trait. Yes. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them off. Get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
And you've been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination?
7 minutes to read, I'm aware. Well, who? Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of the action scene without a director? Of course!
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was at the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2. Well, if you look at the guide map. There it is. You go through the gate and then all the way to the left. The path of the monkey was said was all over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue your cross-examination?
I think I've already asked my questions, but...
Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios at the day in question. The director and producer, some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's points. The prosecution will gather the information about the witness, Mrs. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we just have been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
For real this time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right there to ask you to defend me.
Ah, really, it's nothing. Or should I?
Well, we'll be going down to the studio to do some more investigating.
We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain.
So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have you figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor Windbag.
I feel kinda sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back with to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Yes! I've managed to get through a day of the case before raid. Pog! Alright. Escape. Title screen. Yes. Beep, 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 boop, boop, boop. Category. Okay. I'm gonna go run to the toilet, grab a drink, and then we do. I present to you.
Stare.
Melva.
Et Medbar. How wow. Oh.
Hey, Faye.
Hm.
Hello.
Mielo.
Also ich muss es nochmal drücken.
Maschallah, die Möpse. Ich hab's jetzt gesagt. Entschuldigung.
Okay.
Ist okay, Katja.
Ja.
Mhm.
Ha? Warum kommt ihr?
Ich finde den einfach viel zu gut.
Weil ich die Stimme erkenne. Ich weiß, wer das ist.
Ja.
Ich finde den Clip einfach viel zu gut. Tut mir leid.
Wie heißt die BG Katja auf Twitch?
Ja.
Ja. Hochsympathische Frau.
Möpse.
Einfach Melvas Name ändern auf dem
Oh,
Discord.
oh.
Melvo.
Hochversaut.
Oh.
Melvo.
Das schneit hier. Warum? War?
Winter-Event?
Winter-Event.
Ja.
Ach ja,
Hä,
stimmt. Da
Oh,
war ja
warte,
was.
Event.
Warte, habt ihr gerade über den Soundclip wieder geredet?
Ja.
Nö.
Okay,
ja.
das ergibt so viel mehr Sinn als alles andere für mich.
F.
Das ist ja nie unsere Schuld.
Nö, ich sag nicht, dass eure Schuld ist, ich sag bloß, dass ich gerade wieder vollkommen verwirrt war. Lass mich raten, du hast den Penis-Clip eingespielt?
Nein.
Oh, nicht?
Maschallah, die Möpse. Ich hab's.
Okay.
Also mal Christmas Schokobo.
Grimace.
Grimace?
Grimace.
Bitte no Grimace.
Der
Happy Present.
Grimace Shake.
Kann man was haben?
Happy Grimace.
Ich habe ein Chocobo Paradise.
Mein Schokobo lebt auch im Paradies, weil der einzige Schokobo im Stall bei uns ist.
Übrigens Paradise Chaos kommt auf PS Plus extra. I can play Chaos. I can kill Chaos.
Kill Chaos.
Chaos. No, it isn't. Changed it. Twitch, hello?
But yeah. Liesch hat mir zu gestern eine Kochschürze geschenkt.
Ach ja, alles gut nachträglich.
Ah ja, alles gut Nacht.
Ihr habt keine Ausrede, ich hab's im Raidplan geschrieben!
Ich habe absolut eine Ausrede.
Rein!
Ich habe absolut eine Ausrede. Ich bin nicht sehr gut daran, mir Dinge zu merken.
Ja, same.
Object Permanence.
Also, like, who the fuck reads other people's...
Nee, ich hab's gelesen sogar. Das muss ich sagen. Ich habe gelesen, weil es anders aussah als sonst. Ich war kurz verwirrt und dann habe ich es gelesen und war ich so, okay, ich merk's mir. Und dann habe ich es nicht gemerkt.
But that statement had the energy of, you have no excuse, I wrote it down on a paper and then I hid it under my bed. You could have easily found this. Like, that's not the most obvious place of all time.
Aber Taras, warum ist es nur ein B-rated Day, kein A-rated Day?
Weil ich krank war und meine Pläne, die ich seit September gemacht habe, komplett in Wasser gefallen sind.
Das ist mein D-rated.
D-Day.
Ja, These Nuts Day.
Melda!
Kick.
Melba ist da.
Yes.
Discord, why don't join that? What the fuck?
I don't know. Also nicht, dass ich es
Also,
hören würde, weil ich eh keinen Scheunensound habe.
Ich war bis gerade eben noch einkaufen, weil ich was
Ach
für die
so.
Rumkohlen vergessen hatte.
Oh no.
Well,
Und jetzt bin ich total verschwitzt, weil draußen ist fucking... warum ist es so feucht draußen? Es ist Dezember, what the fuck?
Ja, habe ich ja auch schon gefragt. Ich war so, es ist einfach kein schönes Winterwetter. Ich will Winter!
Der Winter ist schon vorbei. Okay.
Nein.
Es hat geschnien und fertig.
Eventuell schneit es an Weihnachten bei uns. Eventuell.
Mayhaps. Mhm.
Hoffentlich das englische eventuell.
Bei uns ist der Schnee momentan früher weg.
Wer fehlt? Die fehlen.
Was ganz angenehm ist, weil ich Fahrrad fahren muss.
Ich habe mich passend angezogen.
Ah, was haben wir angeschaut?
Ich habe mich passend angezogen.
Achso. Inwiefern passend?
Einkauf
Winter.
abschließen.
Habe ich Winterkleidung?
Bestätigen.
Ich bin zur Winterkleidung. Oh, gekleppert.
Ja, ich frage gerade, ob ich Winterkleidung habe.
Ja, zustimmen, fortfahren.
Kannst den Weihnachtsmann
Nochmal in SquareNix-Con einloggen. Oh, leck mich doch am Arsch. Ey.
apparently subs are
Phoenix
cheaper
Y.
on my channel today. Until, like, the 2nd of January.
Ich habe gerade das rote Dach da richtig hart verwirrt.
And you
Ja.
get more bits if you buy bits on my channel. I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's weird.
But I already ate.
I have already eaten.
Das ist übrigens super lustig. Durch die Tatsache, dass ich jetzt ja beim Mediamarkt arbeite, kennt mich gefühlt jeder in der Foodmeile. Bei mir im Einkaufszentrum. Was aber auch daran liegt, dass ich gefühlt jedem von denen schon irgendwas verkauft habe.
Nice.
Was ist dein Straßenname? Profit.
Ich habe heute in Bravely Default Profiteur besiegt.
Oh, also französischer Kai.
I mean, die von Mr. Sub haben jetzt eine Xbox von mir. Mit Garantie.
Sip.
Ha.
Anyway.